Hey everyone.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hey.
Okay. I'll just give everyone a couple more minutes. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the class, the IELTS writing class. So let's get started because we got a lot to do today. So as you all know by now, I'm Connor. So during the class, please feel free to come on and talk at any point that you guys want to talk, or else you can put it in the chat either. So today we're going to look at a letter of request, but before we do that, we're actually going to look at the writing task 1 and also an example writing, because last week I was asked about that what does an introduction actually look like? Okay. All right, so let's look at the writing task 1. Do you guys know how many words it should be?
150 word?
150?
Exactly, 150 words. Okay, so each part is going to be quite short. So that's why last week, you guys will remember, I told some people it's too long. So if it's 150 words, the introduction is maybe 3 sentences. Okay, so that's why it has to be short, quite short. Okay, so the writing task 1 is a letter or an email. So usually you'll have an introduction, you'll have a middle paragraph, which explains the problem, so it explains the problem, situation, idea, whatever it is. Okay, and then you will have a closing paragraph, which gives what you want or a solution or something. Okay, and then you just basically close. So it's really just 3 paragraphs. Okay. So let's look at an example letter. Okay. And actually, I might just get the question as well before we start. So just one moment, guys. That would be helpful. Okay, so guys, when you go into the IELTS and you write your task 1, it should look something like this. So that's why when I'm saying you guys are writing too long for your introduction, it's because it needs to be about 3 sentences. So the first part just introduces the topic. Why are you writing? And the second paragraph gives all of the rest of the information. And the third paragraph is a closing. Okay. So I'm going to ask some volunteers to help me to read this. So it's not exactly the letter that you guys are going to write later, but it is a good example of something. Okay, so I'm going to ask Wei to come off mute and help me out with the first sentence.
Yes, I visited your museum last Saturday with a couple of the friends of mine who do not speak English very well and who had their small child with them in a
Pushchair.
pushchair. I would like to tell you how enjoyable our visit was because of the help given to us by your staff.
Okay, so guys, that's a good introduction. So what are we saying in this introduction? What are we including?
Many friends don't speak English and need help by the staff.
Yeah. So we're giving the background. We're not really explaining the problem very much. We're just saying, I'm writing to you because I visited last Sunday and it was really great. And that's basically what I said, nothing else. Okay. And then in the middle paragraph, we say more information. So I'm going to ask Jason to begin reading the middle paragraph. When we arrived. Jason, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Awesome. Can you start reading with when we arrived on paragraph 2?
Okay, yeah, sure. When we arrived, there was a long queue at the entrance, but a member of staff saw that we had a small child with us and took us immediately to the front of the queue and into the museum. As we went round the museum, we asked members of staff various questions about the exhibits, and they explained everything very patiently and in a way that my friends could easily understand. They are clearly experienced in this sort of situation and very well trained.
Okay, so guys, what are we including in paragraph 2?
The situation or the content?
A member of staff
Member
helped
of staff.
to do the first 5.
So what's
they-
the difference between the introduction and paragraph 2, the middle paragraph?
Explain more.
It explains more. So all of the information that you need to include goes into the middle paragraph. It doesn't go into the introduction. So you don't need to go into much detail. You just introduce the topic very quickly. Okay, and let's get Debbie to read the last paragraph with our visit.
Our visit was a great success, and this is mainly because of your staff. I will be grateful if you could thank them on our behalf for treating us so well and helping to give us a memorable day.
Mhm. Very good. Okay, and the last visit is just a closing. So it's just thank you. What do you want to do by this letter? Okay. So later on, when I ask you guys to do the introductions, I would like you to keep in mind that this is the overall letter that you're writing. So you should keep the introduction small and just introducing the topic. Because when you start writing letters, this is what you're going to be doing. So that's what you're practicing for. Guys, any questions so far?
No.
Okay, great. Let's go on to our letter for the night. Guys, we did a letter of request last week, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, because that's what's here this week as well. Okay. Okay, so guys, we are going to look at the application letter. Okay, so that is under module 1 and 2, family, August 2. So I know those dates are not correct, but this is the next one in the line. So do you guys have access to that? So
Yes, which one?
so it's the application letter M9W5. So are you able to see my screen where it says module 1 and 2?
Okay.
So it's under module 1 and 2 family, August 2 to August 13.
Yes, I saw a teacher, yeah, the same.
Okay, that's great. So let's go into application letter writing lesson, application letter. Okay, so guys, a little activity for us. can you guys look under writing task 1, application letter? It says, what types of letters are these? And it has 3 openings. So Andrea, can you read the first opening with Dear Penny?
Dear Penny, much love, Kate. This
Okay.
is informal letter.
Sorry, Andrea?
This is informal.
Informal. Very good. Okay, and why is it informal, everyone?
Because we Penny, this is given name, and much love similar when they don't use the formal or semi-formal letter. It's personal. This
You know which one.
and family number.
Exactly. Absolutely. Very good. Guys, unfortunately, there is not that big a chance of you getting an informal letter. So you will probably have to do one of the other 2. And let's get Damond to read number 2 with Dear Mr. Smith.
Dear Mr. Smith, sincerely, Kate Brush.
Okay. What type of letter is this?
Yes.
This is semi-formal.
Yeah. So this is a semi-formal. Very good. And it's semi-formal because?
You know the person, what you write. But
very good. Yeah.
Also.
Very good. And then last one, let's get Jaya to read that one.
Dear sir or madam, yours faithfully, Kate. It's a formal letter.
Okay, and why is it formal?
The introduction is dear sir or madam. And and closing yours faithfully, Kate.
Okay, very good. Okay. Okay. All right, so when we're writing the IELTS letter, we're going to read through that. Yasmin, can you read that for us? In the IELTS letter, you must.
In the IELTS letter, you must respond with the correct format depending on who you are writing to. This is something you can memorize. Respond to all the information they give you, usually 3 bits of information. For example, explain why you took the job, describe the problems that you experienced, suggest what could be done about them.
Okay, so this is like the example letter that we were looking at. So you need to say 3 things in your letter, and it depends on what type of letter you get. But generally you can explain the problem, you can explain, describe, and you need to make a suggestion at the end. Okay. And let's get Leda to continue.
Yes. You can achieve this by identifying the function and responding with the tense. How do you do this? Highlight the key verb in explain, describe, suggest. Note down what tense or language features you will need to do this. Suggest modals verb should, must, need, or future tense will. Explain use because or when sentence or present or past tense. Describe past or present tense. Activity that developed a plan with a map. First note the language features and then note some ideas.
Okay, thank you, Leda. Okay, so here we have some examples of different verbs that you can use for each stage. So if you're suggesting something, you can use a modal verb like should, must, or need. If you're explaining, you can use because tense. And if you're describing, you can use past or present tense. Okay. So the other thing that you should do is plan. Okay. But this you can do after you get your letter. So there are some good phrases that you guys will be able to learn off from different types of jobs. Okay, so let's look actually. Because there is a lot of writing here, and actually I think you guys should have two which are most important. Okay. So guys, when you're writing a letter of application, there are two sentences which are the most important to include. So you're applying for a job. So you can use either of these two sentences, and Richie, can you read those for us?
Yes, teacher. I am writing to apply for the post position of dot as advertised in dot dot.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one, I am writing to submit an expression of interest in a position as blah blah blah.
Okay. So both of these are the most important opening lines you can use for writing a letter of application. And after each of those ones, you just put in which job you want. So for example, I'm writing to apply for the position of teacher. I'm writing to apply for the position of waiter, whatever you want. Okay. So there are some other things that you can use in this underneath in this activity. So there are a lot of them, so I don't think we will go through them now. I might get you guys to go through them later or during class if you have some time, and you can ask after. Just so long as you have the two most important ones. And because you guys don't have access to that, I'm going to put it in the chat, and also I'm going to put it in the notes section, which I will send to you at the end of class. Okay, so there's a lot of things there. So you're probably going to have to talk about your experience, your qualifications, or your resume or CV. So a lot of things about, your personality and stuff, that kind of thing. And then there are some more good phrases as well that you can include.
Is this page in the module or no?
It is, but so you guys should have access to it. So it's module 1 and 2, family.
Yeah,
August 2 to August 13. So general letter writing lesson, application letter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there is a lot of phrases here, or there are a lot of phrases here that you can use. So for example, if you look at the last sentence of the phrases under extra useful phrases, you will see if you would like any more details, about my education and background experience, please do not hesitate to contact me. So that's a very good sentence because you can include that in most letters. It doesn't have to be for education. You could say, if you would like any more details about my request, or please do not hesitate to contact me. If you would like any more details about my complaint, please do not hesitate to contact me. Okay. So I would like to look at an example letter, but there are errors in it. Okay, so I'm going to ask Dizzy to read the introduction, or not the introduction, the instructions.
Which one?
Under job application letter, error correction. Can you see that one, Dizzy?
Yes. Sorry, my microphone.
No
After
worries.
all this, you have seen an advertisement in the Herald Sun of 6th of February for an early childhood manager. Include the following information. Provide your reason for writing. Provide details of any relevant experience. Describe any relevant skills.
Okay. So guys, this is a letter that is a good example of what you guys will need to write later. However, there are some mistakes in the letter. Some grammar mistakes and writing mistakes. So I would like you guys to work in pairs. I'm going to put you in a breakout room for about 2 or 3 minutes just to read through the letter and try and find the mistakes. Okay, so we will do one together just so you see what you have to do. So for example, dear Sir, Madam, I am writing this letter to applying for the position of an early childhood manager. Can you guys see any mistakes in that?
To apply, no, I.
Apply. Okay, not applying. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to separate you into breakout rooms for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'd like you just to quickly do that together. Hey, Damond, are you okay?
That was super quick.
Did you not have enough time, guys?
Oh no, it's a bit too quick, but it's fine. We're trying to
Too quick.
correct some of the sentences. So that's fine.
Sorry, guys. I thought you'd be finished. That's why I thought you'd. That's why I brought you back. I didn't want to, but that's okay. Let's just do it together. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to ask different people to read.
Please show. I didn't see the page.
Okay, I will and share it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to start off with which. So I'm going to ask someone to read, and if you don't spot the mistakes, that's okay. We will all correct it together anyway. So I'm going to ask, who hasn't read? Dizzy? Which was?
My microphone again. I'm always forgetting this microphone.
That's okay.
The first one is apply. I am writing this letter applying for the position of the early childhood manager, which was advertising in the Herald Sun on 6th of February.
Mm-hmm. And Yasmin?
Yeah, is this one is advertised?
Oh,
Not
yes.
advertising.
Yeah. Advertised, yeah.
Advertised.
So let's put the answer in the chat. So advertised. So the answer should be, which was advertised?
Oh.
Okay. Guys, this is a really good example, but just make sure that you have the grammar corrected before you take phrases or sentences from your own writing. Okay, let's go to Damond. Next one.
For 5 years, maybe. The second.
I have worked
for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So 5 years. So it's 5 year goes to 5 years. Thank you, Damond. That's fine. Oh no, that's my mistake, guys. That should not be S on the 5 year. Let's do 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Carol, can you continue with the highlighted sentence? Hey, Carol.
Day after was transferred to the main branch in Melbourne.
Okay. So anything there? So what changes?
And then?
Thereafter is okay, but it's something else. So later. So 2 more words down.
Transferred, ED,
Yeah.
transferred. Yeah.
Yeah, transferred. Oh, you put down, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. And Ethan?
This branch caters for over 200 children.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
During my time there, I was appointment supervisor with 5 staffs report to me.
Okay. So there are 2 mistakes here.
3.
Is it children's?
Sorry, wait, what's the first one? There goes to.
It's 100
To there.
kilograms.
There.
So the spelling of there is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. What else is wrong?
Steps.
Appointed. Appointed. EAD, no AT. I was appointment.
Yes, very good. Appointed. Appointment goes to appointed. Staff is okay because staff is actually uncountable. We don't use S with that one, but there is another word as well.
The quarters, this is not past tense. Quartered.
It should be reporting. So good guess with report, but it's five staff reporting to me.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
14 to me.
Okay, next one is Jason. No, I think Jason, have you read already?
As a result.
I think I haven't read yet for this passage. No.
Okay. So can you read with as a result?
Yeah, sure. As a result, I gained various experience in planning, organizing, and leading in this job.
Okay. So you're right, there's a problem with various.
Yeah, I gained various. I don't think it's a various experience.
Okay, so we say a various. Okay, so you can say various. Oh, okay, so guys, it's a various of. What do you think can go instead of various and still make sense?
Several?
And which one?
So
multiple.
So a various of. So there's a problem with various.
I gained several experience.
Several's good, but it doesn't work grammatically because you can't say a several. Because a is one and several is
a multiple
couple.
Vari, maybe not you, various.
Good guess, but not that one.
Experiences plus.
That's good as well, but you can use something else.
A few.
Better.
Some.
Better, but not quite, but getting better. What's something?
A couple.
Something. Sorry?
A couple of.
Much better, but not quite.
Some.
A lot of.
A lot of. Awesome. Who said that?
Almost.
Oh, Madonna.
Well done. A lot of.
Oh. Was easy, but.
It can be hard to think of sometimes, yeah. But it's a lot of, yeah. Because lot is the only one that fits in there.
I thought very is better than a lot.
A lot of experience in planning, organizing, and what's the other mistake?
Leading.
Yeah.
Leading. And why are we leading? Because it has to match planning, organizing, and leading. Okay.
What is meaning leading?
Leading.
Huh?
So
Leader.
yeah.
Lead.
It's the activity when you're a leader.
A leader, okay. Leading.
So the government leads the country.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Scott Morrison is leading the country.
Leader.
Like
leader.
Someone is leader.
Yeah.
Okay, it's verb. I thought noun and okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's verb. It's the action of the leader.
Okay, yeah, I understand now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Let's go to, I think everyone's read. Yasmin?
Okay.
I have work.
With regrets to my skill, I am a self-motivated individual who is able to work.
No, I have work.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go back
Okay.
to,
I thought this one is done. Yeah.
that's okay.
I have worked with all types of people and know how to handling their problems.
Okay, so we have some mistakes there.
Worked, AD.
I have work.
Exactly.
Worked, yeah.
Worked. Worked.
AD, yeah.
Have work goes to have worked, and
Of
the other one is
Ending should be solve the problem.
and
to handling is to
Solve the problem.
Handling their problem.
Well,
no, no.
Pardon, guys. Solve. Somebody said. I think Jason said solve. That works, but you don't
Yeah.
need to change it.
Okay.
You can keep the same verb, but you need to change the grammar. What do we need to change?
And known.
Handles.
It's a no.
Better, but not no S.
Handle. How to handle? Handle.
To handle. Excellent.
To
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah.
Oh.
So after to, we have to use the root verb. We can't use ing, s,
Yeah.
nothing. Just the root verb. Very good. Okay, let's continue with Andrea. With
Regards to my skill, I am a self-motivated individual who is able to work efficiently and effectively, little or no supervision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
Okay, let's go. What do we have here?
with regards to my
Can we use in regard to my skill?
You can, but actually, with regards to is okay, but you can use that as well. Yeah. Oh, but skill is a problem. What's wrong with skill?
Skills.
With S.
Skills.
Yeah.
Skills.
Okay. And there's another problem as well.
Efficiently and effectively.
Very good. Effectively. That's good. They need to match. Okay. And Richie? Since
I have a careful attention to detail, a talent for organization, and I handle responsible well, I believe that I can make a significant contribution to your organization. That's not a mistake.
Okay.
Since I have
a carefully attention,
a
careful attend to, not attention, careful attention, carefully attend to, carefully attend to detail, to detail.
So the answer is there. So it's I think you said it, but just remove so no since I have careful attention to detail.
Since I have careful attention to detail, so no have a careful, yeah, just careful. A talent for organization is a talent, not for, it's two. a talent to organize, and why I again?
A talent for organization, and I handle responsibility well.
Well,
Well, you see, you can remove that, but it's okay as well. There's no problem there.
Responsibility.
respond well. I believe.
But
Which is
the problem is over here.
your talent.
A talent, yes.
Oh, you did.
So that should be a talent.
That's a talent, yeah.
Mm.
T.
Yeah, no ed.
A talent for organization, and I handle responsibility well.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And let's go
And
with.
so I believe that should be believe with past teacher, or just I believe just no more.
No, that's okay. Because it means you're believing now.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
now. So, thank you.
No worries. Yuanga?
Yes. Finally, I am punctuality and hardworking and complete, loyal and trustworthy.
Okay, so what's the mistakes here?
Punctuality, punctual.
Mm-hmm. Punctual.
Hard work.
Hard worker.
Yeah.
Hardworking is fine, but there's a problem over here. Complete.
Completing.
So E.
Completely.
Completed.
Very good. Yeah.
Completely.
And then last sentence.
Please.
Ethan?
Please do not hesitate to contact me if you require further information.
Very good. All right. So
What was the second?
oh, we missed one.
If you require.
Yeah. Good. Very good, Andrea. Require. Okay. Cool. So guys, what did you think of that letter?
I can make similar, a lot of mistakes.
That's okay. That's why you're in the class. Well, now we are going to plan a letter and write some of it. So, all right, let's look at this activity down here. So let's ask Dizzy to read this activity.
Okay, develop your ideas using the letter planning map above, then write a job application letter. You are looking for part-time employment. Write a letter to an employment agent. In your letter, provide your reason for writing. Explain what type of work you are looking for. Say what experience, qualification, and skills you have.
Okay. Okay. So the letter writing map that we are talking about is the one up here. So this is when you have a couple of ideas that you're going to include in your writing, and then the language that you want to include as well, you can put down below. So you can use this map, or you can go to your notebook and do something like paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. Okay, and just write a couple of notes underneath each one. Okay, if you want, up to you. But guys, just remember to start off the sentence using one of these sentences. So I'm going to put that back in the chat so you guys can see it. One of those sentences. And try and model it on the letter that we saw. You can also use some of this activities here. So things like, you know, if you've gone to university or you have some skills or something like that. So it's nearly 8 o'clock now, guys. So you probably won't have time to write the entire letter. Try to write the introduction and maybe part of the first paragraph. So I would like you guys to finish writing in 15 minutes at 8:15, so we have time to correct everyone's writing before we finish class. So
In the chat?
You can put it in the chat. Yeah, you can put it in the chat. What would you prefer?
Wherever chat, okay.
Yeah, I guess the chat is easiest. So guys, about 15 minutes. If you finish before then, you can let me know. So it's this activity down here.
Mr. Con, we have to write a letter to explain these reasons what you have made with blue, yeah?
Yeah, so basically you are looking for a job.
Oh, okay.
And it's an it says here employment agency, but you can just say any job if you want. So for example, is there a restaurant near your house?
Okay.
Or like maybe Woolworths. You have a Woolworths?
Yeah, okay.
So you say, I'm looking for a job at Woolworths. And then you need to say why you're writing and the type of work that you want. What kind of job? Do you want to be a waiter? Do you want to be a teacher? Whatever. And then your experience. So you could say, I worked as a waiter last year in another restaurant, or, you know, I have, you know, I've done classes in barista or something.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Yasmin. I'm just looking at it now. Okay, so Yasmin, that's very good. I just sent back a few comments. So guys, try and finish up your writing so we have enough time to correct everyone's writing before the class finishes. That's very good, Richie.
Thank you, teacher. I just see my mistake. Thank you.
All right, anyone else finished, guys? Or even if you're not finished, that's okay. Let's get correcting.
Thank you, teacher. Yeah, I got it.
That's very good, Debbie. Just sent back a few comments, but very good. These are very good, guys.
Thank you.
And also very good introductions. That's okay, Ethan. Still very good, even if you're not finished. And Wei as well, that's all right. Bye. That's fine, Carol. No worries. You're not finished. Okay, that's very good, Carol. I sent back your comments. Okay, so they call them makeup artist, Dizzy. So I'm just putting that down. So you say makeup artist.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.
I knew it, but I wasn't sure.
That's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, very good, Dizzy. So I just put some, I just wrote down the things that I would change. So if you find the word in your writing, you
Okay.
put them in there. Okay, so Jason, I'm on yours. Oh, very good introduction, Jason.
Thank you.
Wow, really good, Jason.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, that's good, Jaya. Great work, Jaya.
Thank you, teacher.
Very good, Ethan. Well done. Just one thing to correct. So guys, I see that it is time up for the class. So if you guys have shown me your writing, well done to everyone. It was very, very good. But you can go. If you haven't showed me your writing and you would like to, please show it now.
Okay, I would like to say goodbye, teacher, and everyone. Bye. Have a good night. See you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Richie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Teacher,
everyone.
bye bye
Bye-bye,
everyone.
teacher.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I see some people still here. So Debbie, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you have any writing you want to show me?
No, I already show you and you already check.
Okay, awesome. And Yasmin?
Yeah, I send it. Yeah, to just check. I complete.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, teacher. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's good work, Yasmin. Just remember all the languages should get a capital letter. And also, it's forward. Even though it sounds like an O, it's actually an A.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and just make sure always I is capital I.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Yeah.
That's good. That's very good though. That's awesome. Well done. Very well laid out.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Awesome. All right, Yasmin, have a lovely evening. See you soon.
Okay, bye, teacher.
Okay, bye,
Bye-bye.
Mr. Carter. Bye.
Bye, Jason.
Bye.